Hi, it's Heather. Today I'm going to do the £20 face challenge slash tag. I'm not sure what the exact name of it is. This was originally the $20 tag, but $20 is about, I think roughly about 14 or 15 pounds, maybe slightly less than that, it's maybe slightly more. I'm not entirely sure the exchange rate at the moment, so I'd really struggle to find a face worth of products and brushes and any tools that you need for that amount, so I have just used my own initiative and made it £20. It's just a bit more manageable, although it was still a bit tricky. So I'm not sure if there's anybody out there who hasn't already done this tag, but if there is, then I tag you right now. Tag. You are it. I'd love to see what you guys are using, like kind of budget brands and stuff, because some of the stuff's really good actually, and all those expensive brands should watch out. Anyway, here comes the tutorial on the look, and then for foundation I'm going to use this e.l.f. all over cover stick, and this is in the shade Light, and this is just like a really thick cream foundation. So the best way of applying this I've found, well, I'm going to use my fingers, and that's probably the best way of applying it because the heat of your fingers just helps to spread the product. So I'm just going to dab it on the face first in the kind of places that I need it, like that, and then just start to smooth it out. You really don't need a lot of product with this because it is quite a good coverage kind of finish. I'm going to use this as my concealer as well, and I guess that's really what it was aimed for. A kind of all-in-one kind of face product. The next product I'm going to use is this NYC colour wheel mosaic face powder, and this colour is Mocha Glow. And the brush that I'm going to use with that is a Sue Moxley brush. It's a fan brush. Now mine, as you can see, is kind of got a bit bent somehow, so, but it still works just the same. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate the more bronzy colours as a bronzer, and then there's a kind of peachy colour. I'm going to concentrate that as more my blush colour. So just going to pick these up. This brush is quite good because it's quite small. It can get just these kind of individual colours. I mean, like I say, just concentrating on the more peachy tones and that just as a blush. There we go, really nice. So next up I'm going to use the e.l.f. eyelid primer. This is like a really cheap product, but it's as good, I would say, as any of your higher end primers, such as the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and all the others that are out there, this is just as good, I would say. It really does a good job at keeping your eyeshadow in place. I have quite oily eyelids and didn't have really high hopes for this product, but it is brilliant. It really is good. And it just kind of, it's not got much of a colour to it, as you can see. It's just is a nice sheer base to apply your eyeshadow over. Now the eyeshadows I'm going to use, I was going to go for just like some kind of neutral colours, and I thought, nah. So I'm going to use, this is a Vivo eyeshadow trio palette thing. You get this brand in Tesco. They also have a website as well, and it's these greens. So there's like a sagey green, like a leafy green, and then this one here's like a really kind of blackened green. Don't know how that's showing up. And to apply that, I'm going to use this brush here. This is by e.l.f. and it's one of the brushes that is £1.50. These are fantastic brushes and they're really, really soft, and they wash well as well. I've washed this loads and loads of times, and it does shed a little bit, but it stays really, really soft. So I'm just going to take this middle green colour here, and this is going to go onto the lid. I'm just going to leave the very inner corner free of any of that colour. It's such a good palette, this. The colours really are good quality. They're like nice and dense, the colour payoff. And they blend nice as well, and they're not overly metallic either, which is nice. I'm going to clean off that brush and then pick up the lightest green, this one here, and this is going to go on the kind of inner part of the eye. Just kind of blended into that darker colour. Now I'm going to switch to this other e.l.f. brush. This is also from their £1.50 range, and it's the blending brush, so it's like got a fluffier bristles on it. This again is a really, really good brush. And I'm going to pick up the darkest colour in this palette, which is this kind of blackened green at the very end here. This is like insanely pigmented, it really is, so I'm just going to take a little bit and then just take the excess off on the back of my hand. And then this is just going to go in the outer corner and in the crease. Like that. And then on the lower lash line, just back to this normal eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to put the lightest one in the inner part of the lower lash line. Not sure why I said it like that, anyhow. And that kind of middle colour just on the rest of the lower lash line. Lower lash line. I don't know quite why I'm saying it like that. I don't have a clue. I'm dipping in all the wrong colours now. I just cannot multitask. If I'm doing one thing, I need to focus on it. I can't like talk and do things. Anyway. doing a tiny little bit of the dark green just to kind of blend that out. Shadow done. Now for liner I'm going to use this Famous by Sue Moxley black eyeliner. The colour is Fame and it's basically just a black. So I'm just going to line the top lash line with this and also in the waterline as well. So now I've applied the liner, and the mascara I'm going to use is one of my favourites. This is the collection, it used to be Collection 2000, now it's just Collection, and it's called Big Fake, and it's in black. Now I'm going to apply a good 2 or 3 coats of this mascara and just build the lashes right up. There we go, so that's lashing of mascara applied. I'm just going to take some more of this peachy colour from this Mosaic palette and just kind of amp up the cheeks a bit. I'm just using my finger just to get a more intense colour. Now for the lips, I'm just going to keep them quite peachy and nude because we've got quite a strong colour on the eyes. And this is a lipstick by MUA and it's called Juicy. And it's just this kind of light peach shade. It doesn't have any shimmer in it. I'm just going to kind of dab it onto the lips until I get the colour that I want. And that's it basically, that's the completed look. So yeah, it just goes to show that even if you've not got like expensive brands of makeup and stuff like that, you can still create looks. The budget brands that we have in the UK are brilliant now. You've got loads of different options like your MUA, ELF, Beauty. So my camera decided to just run out of memory at that point there, so that was nice of it, and I wasn't really looking to see when it was about to run out, so yeah. So I was just saying how the budget brands that we have in the UK are so good now that sometimes they rival the more expensive products. So it's well worth having a look through all these stands when you go into Superdrug or Boots, or in fact even when you go to the supermarket. I quite enjoy now having a little rummage through all the makeup stands that are in the supermarket now because they have some fantastic brands and it's well worth looking at. I would have liked an actual concealer for under my eyes. What else was I thinking I wanted? Oh yeah, an actual, like a better brush to apply like my blusher, and maybe a separate bronzer, but certainly this is doable and it was really fun to do, so I would like to tag everybody. Anybody out there who hasn't done this, I think I'm probably the last person on YouTube to do this, but if there is anybody out there who hasn't yet done this, then I'd love to see it. It's really good to see the different things that people use. So anyway, I think I'm going to stop ranting and raving now and go. Yeah, so until my next video, be good and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!